Hi everybody, it's Honest John. Looks like it's the end of the line from Muammar Gaddafi. The rebels have won. The only question is whether Gaddafi gets killed, surrenders, or flees to another country. Now, no matter what Obama did as far as Libya went, he was going to get some shit for it. The most amusing thing was those people who were criticizing him for not intervening, and then as soon as he intervened, they turned around and started criticizing that. Those are the same people who will like propose an idea, and then if Obama goes for it, they'll decide they're against it. I don't even have to say who they are, really, do I? And then there are some people who quite reasonably were skeptical about any further involvement anywhere in the Middle East, and you can't blame them for that. And of course, there's always a certain percentage of people who assume that anything the United States does is for sinister purposes. I'm going to put a link in the description box to a video I made about 5 months ago called Obama Did Something Right, because I supported this intervention right from the get-go. And I'll tell you why. First, because the Arab League invited us in there. Second, because for once we were supporting the people and not the dictator. And third, because that's what we were doing, supporting the people but not rushing in and taking over and getting ourselves trapped in there. So now we don't have to have an exit strategy because we never entered. And we're not going to go broke trying to pay for this. As a matter of fact, the total amount of money that we spent on our intervention in Libya is the same amount we spend daily in Iraq or Afghanistan. Now, I can't predict the road ahead for Libya. I'm sure everything's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be all peaches and cream. There are going to be problems. But I'm going to say this. Obama handled this situation just about perfectly. I'll bet if John McCain had been in there, we would have supported Gaddafi. Don't forget, 2 years ago, McCain was visiting Gaddafi at his ranch. Obama handled the situation with Libya perfectly, supported the people, avoided the pitfalls and traps, and got the best possible result. And it was real important that we did that. I'll tell you something. By doing that, we have gained a lot of goodwill from the Arab world, from the Arab street. And that could be pretty important someday if we don't blow it. There's all kinds of other things that we can blow it on. But my question is this. If the Libyans, against overwhelming odds, can take the country away from an evil dictator who had an army, why can't the same strategy work in Afghanistan? We've spent years training the Afghan troops. The Libyans had maybe a couple of weeks of training and some air support. And they managed to beat an army. They got it done. The Taliban is not even an army. It's some insurgents. And let me tell you, an insurgency would be best handled by the Afghans, not by us. So I've said this before, we should adopt the strategy that we did in Libya and apply it to Afghanistan. Tell the Afghans, look, it's your country. You defend it. We'll provide air support. We'll do some training. We could then reduce our troops to a level there that's just what's necessary for force protection, support of the Afghans, training, and we'd save a bunch of money. See, right now, Afghanistan is totally dependent on us. That makes no sense. It's not good for them. It's not good for us. Let's let them decide their own fate. Thanks for listening.